Well, that's disappointing. I did a 7-minute video, and I didn't realize that I had voice mod turned on until I was done, and it sounded stupid. So I'm going to do this again really quick. I'm in Chief Architect, and I use a Stream Deck. So I make my own buttons because I like to have dark icons. And I try to use the similar type button that I have in Chief Architect. And if I can't find it anywhere, like if it's not in some kind of asset folder, then I make my own. I just draw it and get it close enough. So, and in some of these, like Paste Max and Text Sniper, those are just Apple apps that I like to use. But anyways, what I want to show you is open up Chief. You make a black box square that's 36 inches by 36 inches. And the reason why I picked that size is I wanted a lot of really clean definition in the graphics so that when I take a screenshot, the button looks high def. Because if you just try to make them match the buttons, I think the buttons are like 72 by 72 pixels. I can't remember. It's something like that. Then you're running into like jagged looking lines and stuff because it pixelates. Anyways, so this is a 8 by 4, and then I've added a couple extra rows over here. When I come up with new ideas, I just add them. So you can disregard the pages because originally I was going to have this match my physical Stream Deck XL, but I've evolved and moved and changed, and like for example this here, I've changed things so that these letters in the bottom don't all match reality anymore, because Chief is very limited on the actual keys you can use. I know they let you have 4 letters, but if the first letter of your combination matches too closely to another one, like say you had CMO and then you had CMB, it gets sketchy on if it's going to let you use that shortcut, or if you're going to have to override the previous one that's similar. So I'll have to do more research on that, try to figure that one out. But anyways, we're going to move this. I don't know if you see this, but there's a stop. There's a little icon here from the recording software. I want to get it out of the way because I'm going to make this vent crawl space. I've already drawn it. It's text, and like if I wanted to put text over here, I would just highlight this one, and then I use a shortcut called copy in place, and then I have center, and boom. And you didn't see any keyboards information. I was pushing Stream Deck buttons, and then I would just double click this and change it out. But that goes pretty quick. But so what I do is once I get it drawn the way I like it, and I know I'm going to use these keys, VC, then let's go up to Chief really quick, and we'll just go ahead and put that. Oh, and you know what? I was going to come up here and go to customize hotkeys, but I actually built a, I'm trying to find it here, Hotkeys. I built this, HOT, and you push it, and there you go. Look at that. So now I've got the hotkey, and I want to do vent. See if that shows up. I wonder if that's why I haven't placed it. Yeah, it may not have an option to yeah, okay, so what I'm stalling out here. Chief may not have a shortcut key to place a vent. Not everything in Chief is able to be done through a shortcut key. So I'm looking now, and like doors, you can place different door styles, but you can't place different window styles. So that's weird. Like I'll show you here, door. So you've got garage door, Here you go. Oh, look at all these door tools. Barn door, bifold, doorway, all these. Well, I've got shortcuts for all those, so I can have buttons in the Stream Deck to generate those. But when you go to Window, you don't get the same. Well, looky here. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe the version I worked on was X14. Now you've got Windows. Ooh. Okay. Well, this has me thinking. Let me see what can I use? This would just be Window. What would this be? Window. And this is like the main window, main plain window. Why don't I just do WW? See what that says. So if I use WW, then I won't be able to use the straight wall tool. But I don't use any shortcuts for walls. So I'm going to hit yes. So I've assigned it yes. Okay. I think I have a slider, single affixed, casement, gable, vent. Yeah, Larry built a actual window one, and he called it SW. I'm gonna unblock that, and I'm gonna change my letters just to WW, because if I'm gonna use the keyboard, I don't want to move my hand around and go W, SW. I just want to have it in one spot and go bam, bam. So there's window. Now what you do is you come over and grab the zoom tool, and you zoom around like this. And you always want to take your cursor off of the screen, because if you do a screenshot right now, you'll get these infinite lines that go up and sideways. So I put the cursor up there, and then that's my command for using CleanShot, which is also the software that I'm recording this video with. It's pretty cool. Okay, so now that's copied to my clipboard. I'm going to come over here and go paste. There it is. There's window WW. And then I'm going to come over here on the second one here. And I'm going to, for Macs, you can just use text. But we've been experimenting with this, Larry and I. And in a Windows machine, he has to do a multi-action and then do a hotkey. Because Windows doesn't understand if you just type text. It didn't work in Chief, but hotkeys worked. But in a Mac, I can just use text instead of hotkeys. And I just go WW, and then bring this over here, drag this onto the working icon. Boom, there's that. Let's go test it. And Stream Deck's live. As soon as you do anything to it, there's no hitting enter or save or whatever. So I'm going to draw a wall real quick so that I can put a window in it. Wall. There's the wall. And I'm going to hit that window button and see what happens. Look at that. And what it did is it placed the default window. If I was to come over here and double click this, it's a left sliding 5040. Very, very, very cool. Okay. Well, now that's got me thinking, excuse me, I could do the windows and doors. And so if I don't use it that much, that would be on my page 2 or page 3. Because I mean, I might start using it, I guess. If I needed a slider, I just come over and go click and drop a slider. I don't have this set up yet, though. So let me do this. Let's do this live again. Let's do some blank stuff right here. I'll put undo and redo up here. And that's the county website that I need, but see ya. And we'll do windows across the top and doors across the bottom. So I'm just going to bring text over. And another text. Let's see, there's, how many doors do I have up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to do 5 really quick and show you how fast this is. Because since I've got the icons drawn, the rest of this is just putting in the keyboard commands. This is a little tall and a little wide. Okay. So this first one, we will do DTH. And if you remember when we were looking at, I'll show you in a second. I get squirreled here. This is DTS. This is DTG. This is DTF. And this is DTB. Let's see if this works. DTB. Okay, so I've got those 5 done. Then I'm going to take, oh, come on. Yeah, as soon as I click on that, it buries Stream Deck behind there. So we're going to have to, you're just going to have to trust me. No, you know what? I can make this work. I will just move this over here. Oh, duh. I don't know if I have these as icons already saved. That's the issue. Yeah, let me go see. I don't think I have the doors over here. Yeah, I do. Boom. This is what I wanted to drag and drop. So let's open up Stream Deck again. Put it over here. Put this one over here. DTH was hinged. Oops. And you don't drop it on this. See how I did that and it didn't work? You highlight the one you want. It makes this one active. The working icon, you activate the next one. Slider. Activate the next one. Garage. Activate the next one. Bifold. And activate the last one. Barn door. Okay. Now what I was going to show you, those are now active on the Stream Deck. What I was going to show you was if I push the hot button and I go to the hotkeys, you have to have, has to be the active program for it to work. And I go to door. I want you to see something. It's pretty cool. I've already got these in here. DTB, TT, whatever. So this should work. I should be able to come down here and on the Stream Deck, let me put this somewhere where you can see it. Well, as soon as I click this, it's going to go away, but I'm going to push this first one on my physical Stream Deck. Well, no, because I have to have Chief active. So Chief is active. Push the first one, click. Push the second one, click. Push the third one, click. Push the fourth one, click. Push the fifth one, click. Wow. Okay, so instead of having to navigate up into your library or not your library, your door app, and then pick a door and then move it, the Stream Deck just makes it really fast. Now that I see that there's Windows available, I'm going to have to do that too, because that's pretty cool. All right, so that's it for this video. Stream Deck, let's see if I have a... so check this out. Stream Deck Mobile, if you want to try it out, part of it's free. You get 6 buttons on a mobile device, and it can be iOS or Android, and it can be iPad or whatever, and you get 6 buttons. And you get 6 buttons, but you also get pages, and you get an infinite number of pages. So if you want to switch to another page and switch to another page, you can do that. But that gets kind of monotonous layering down that far. But the other cool thing about Stream Deck is you can set it to profiles. So like when you start Chief, it automatically displays the buttons that you have designated for Chief. You want to go work in SketchUp. As soon as you open SketchUp, it becomes the primary app. Like you click on it, like I just did there with Chief, then all the buttons change on my Stream Deck. And then if I had another app open, and as soon as I activate it by clicking on it and bringing it to the foreground, all the Stream Deck buttons will change to match that new thing that you're working in. So that makes it super convenient. So you're jumping from like Microsoft Excel over to SketchUp, back over to Chief, to AutoCAD, whatever. All your shortcut buttons on your Stream Deck will be the correct buttons for whatever app you're working in. And the other cool thing is, yeah, you get 6 buttons for free. But like on an iPad or any of the other mobile devices, if you want to pay a one-time lifetime $49, then you can have 64 buttons and infinite pages and all kinds of stuff. And like their store has so much free stuff. When you go in there and look at it, you end up, there's custom made, what do you call these? Whatever. There's things for PowerPoint, Zoom, OBS, Ecamm. It's mostly set up for streamers, but there's a lot of productivity. There's one that you can actually go to sites that are not linked with Elgato that will sell you, I think one of them was $24 for 350 Microsoft Excel shortcut buttons that will create equations and do all kinds of neat stuff, make tables, just to make one button do a lot of things. And finally, the last thing that's pretty cool, you can set up a multi-action so that when you come to your computer in the morning and you always, let's say you always open 5 apps. You know, you open up your music app because you can't even function without music going, and your browser and your email app or whatever client you use and whatever software you're going to be working in, let's say Excel, and then some design app. So there's 5 things you typically open every single day. Well, you make a function, what's it called? Multi-something. Let me see what it's called. Of course, when I want to find it, I can't find it. But it's a multi-function option so that you can put multiple steps. And then you end up with, you come in the morning, you push this one button that says, let's go, or whatever you name it, whatever you want, your happy face, Snoopy, whatever. You push it, and each one of those subordinate shortcuts activates. And so it's opening your web browser, and it's opening it to an actual URL that if you want to go to like say you have a specific page, you go to a sports page or whatever your thing is. So you push one button, your browser pops up, your email client pops up, the work apps that you use pop up, your music pops up, everything's all loaded with one push. So you don't have to sit there and waste, 2 or 3 minutes clicking and opening and navigating. And there's even software out there that you can map your screen so that when these programs open, they all go to their specific exact spot. So that's pretty cool. Power on, one button push, boom. Get to work. All right, that's enough of this. Yeah, Stream Deck's pretty cool. It's not just for YouTube influencers. It just makes life just a little bit faster. Take care, and I hope this helps. Yeah, there's another one called Touch Portal, but it's a lot more complicated. If you look up, there's a YouTube guy. He's in Australia. He's got long hair, long dark hair, and his name's, I think it's Nutty. And he compares the two, and he has his Stream Deck will turn his lights on and off. Anything that you can connect to a computer that can be manipulated with shortcuts, you can use Stream Deck for. So, and the hardware, the big 32 button one, that's $250 on Amazon, and then the 15 button one, which that's the first one I bought, but I quickly outgrew 15 buttons. I think that's like $179 maybe, I don't know. But the mobile is the way to go. And on the mobile, if you have a iPad Pro that you can split into 2 screens, you can actually have 64 buttons on one side and 64 on the other. And they're kind of small, but you could have 128 individual buttons on one single screen. Just remember, you need to keep your iPad plugged in because that display screen is constant, and you'll see your battery drain. You probably drain an entire iPad in about an hour if it's not plugged in. All right, we're coming up on 20 minutes. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped. If you have questions, send them. And at some point, we will get back to creating content for CAD 911.